Now starting spatial computing and empowering creators in AR, MR, and XR. A speaker presentation by Degly S. Pava, an extended reality specialist from STYLY.
Hello everyone, my name is Degly Pava. I come with STYLY. I want to introduce you to what STYLY is and what this amazing company does. So first of all, thank you very much at AWE Nite Orlando and the Indianomicon Foundation. It's really, really fun to be here, and let's get started. So first of all, my name is Degly Pava. I am a senior XR specialist here at STYLY Inc. This is a Japanese company. I've been here for 10 years. Well, not in the STYLY for 10 years, but in the field of XR for more than 10 years. And the STYLY has been a very big part of this. So if you see me during the next AWE, hopefully you can go talk to me. I'm super addicted to what the XR field is. I've had experiences with absolutely every device. So if you have any questions or just want to geek out a little bit and talk about development, that's also fine for me. So the name of this presentation today is STYLY is pioneering spatial computing and empowering creators in AR, MR, and XR. But I think the first thing to talk about is what exactly is STYLY. So as I said, STYLY is a Japanese company. It's an AR/VR creative platform where you can enjoy what we call ultra experiences, which are created by artists from all over the world. The idea is that you can experience AR and VR content for free on STYLY using the STYLY app. You can explore this content, find events happening around you in the field of XR, and also get some idea of how people are using these technologies for their own projects. If you go into the STYLY app right now, you're going to see that there is over 50,000 augmented reality and virtual reality works that have been created by artists all around the world on the STYLY platform, either by using the STYLY plugin that we have created. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that later, or the STYLY Studio, which is our platform that you can go on web and create your own experiences. As I said, you can access this AR and VR content by selecting from the gallery, which is an app that we have created. And you don't need to register. You can just go in, try scanning markers with the STYLY camera, which, for example, we have our own business cards and they all have like a QR code. You can just scan it and it will run the experience through the STYLY app. The content that you can find here, and as you can see in the image here, I'm going to show you a little bit of the videos, is content created by artists from all over the world, musicians, designers, absolutely everything. And you don't have to be a coder or like super experienced to create these amazing experiences. You can just jump in, have an idea, use your assets, and through the STYLY platform, you can make them real. So we are very open to a lot of platforms. We try to be as accessible as possible. And I'm going to talk a little bit on how we try to achieve that. So because of this, we have received a lot of awards. And right now, actually, we just got the finalists for the Moon Cruise on the XR Film and Experience of the Year on the XR Awards of AI XR. And we have received multiple OG awards from AWE. We received the finalists for Best Location-Based Entertainment and for the Best Developer Tool this year. And last year we got Best Creator Authoring Tool and Best Tutorial Series in the Unity Awards. And as that, we have tried to be always in the top of the line. So you can trust that STYLY is a really, really top of the level platform. And I say platform, but we are much more than that. So I want to talk a little bit of what NewView is. We also have a program called NewView, which is an initiative that we started with multiple educational institutions around the world. So you can see that we are basically everywhere. And the idea is that we want to bring students into this field. So we try to teach them how to create their experiences, how to work with their imagination, and bring everything that they can do into the field of XR. And it's not only, as I said, here in Japan, we try to be absolutely everywhere. We have projects with the UNESCO, we have projects in America. So I think it's a really, really good initiative that makes it more than just a company, but we also want to like improve on education. We want to share the knowledge, and it's an amazing thing that you can also see and find on the STYLY app. Um, and this is a little bit more about this kind of knowledge development. So we have a STYLY magazine that we try to always keep updated with new ways of creating content development. We also really like a lot of open source development. So if you know what OpenUPM is, which is like a way of sharing packages in Unity, you can find that there is a lot made from STYLY. And actually, you can see that these two, the STYLY Net Sync and the XR rig, have been updated just 5 and 8 days ago, which is the part of the promise that we try to make of keeping everything updated, of trying to follow up and give you the tools to get your experiences to the next level. STYLY as a platform has many, many features, of course, but it just goes from the you could say like the pipeline of creating, distributing, and sharing. So what we are trying to do here is that we, as I said, we try to be very platform agnostic. We try to be in mostly all of the platforms that you can find XR content on. So everything from smartphones all the way to headsets. And we try to be a low code or even a no code solution. So as I said, the STYLY Studio and the STYLY plugin make it really easy for you to get started. And we are also available in location-based content support, which I can show you a little bit of what that means in a little bit. Because the style is so broad, we have two different pipelines. One of them is the standard pipeline that is everything, as I said, from smartphones all the way to headsets, with basically any headset that you can think of. And the other pipeline, and the reason why it's a little bit different, it's because it's for the Apple Vision Pro. And we try to make it as easy as possible to develop for the Apple Vision Pro. So we try to have two different pipelines so you can understand it really clearly. I'm going to start with the standard pipeline, just talking a little bit of how it actually works. And you can see that the flow is really simple. The idea is that you're going to take the external assets that you already have. You're going to take your 3D models, your videos, your photos, and you're going to bring them into Unity. With Unity, then you can either just put them there and use the STYLY plugin to bring them to STYLY Studio, or you can, if you want a little bit more of development or logic, you can use Playmaker, which is a really simple way of coding. So you bring this into STYLY Studio with just a couple clicks, and instantly it's published into the STYLY gallery, where you can experience it in your phone or in your computer in just a matter of minutes. So I've created experiences that are less than 5 minutes, and it's really, really fast and really, really nice. So if you want to create, for example, an augmented reality application, you just have to set in Unity whatever you want to show in augmented reality, bring it to the STYLY Studio, select the AR template, and that's it. It's published, and you can take out your phone, scan with the app, and you would have your augmented reality experience. Here is the app. The app looks like this, and you can find a lot of content there. The app is free, and I really want you to try it whenever you can. And I think that the most important thing is that STYLY let me just get this video going again. For beginners is really important because it's a way of bringing your ideas to these devices, which is kind of like the difficult part of when you have an idea and you want to bring it to reality. Having the platform and having the knowledge to achieve that is very complicated. So I think that STYLY solves that problem. If you're more advanced, if you have already created some content and you want to bring it into more devices, It's also very good because you can just import whatever you did in Unity and bring it to STYLY, and you can share it. For example, if you made something for your phone, yeah, you can just import it in STYLY, and then you have it on your other platforms like your headset or something like that. And if you are more on a professional developer and you need more native coding and things like that, STYLY is really good for prototyping because you can achieve things really fast. So teams have used us to maybe show an idea to their teammates, what they wanted to convey. Is really easy in STYLY because you can actually see it in real life. And all of these experiences that you see here have been made in STYLY. And as we have incredible experiences, we have not spent a lot of years in creating them. Most of the experiences are from, you could say, from 2 weeks all the way to 3 months, and they run on the STYLY platform, which is really great because it's very accessible. And because of that, we have a lot of other experiences. And you can experience all of this, as I said, on the STYLY app. And I think you're going to be quite amazed of what you can achieve in the platform. And what I was talking about before, this is a STYLY World Canvas, and this is a way of creating augmented reality content in the real world without actually being in front of the place where you want to create this content. So, for example, this is a video of La Sagrada Familia in Barcelona, where you can just select the location in the STYLY website, the STYLY app, create an augmented reality content, and then deploy it. And it's going to be available for everyone who goes and scans the Sagrada Familia, which I think that's really simple to develop and is not something that is available anywhere. So if you want to create content for your house, for example, you just look at the coordinates on your map, create something, and then you can use the STYLY app to see the content that you created in augmented reality. For the other pipeline, which is the STYLY for Apple Vision Pro, the reason why we separated is because Apple Vision Pro, I feel that it's a different way of introducing virtual reality to other people, or mixed reality in general. I think that the level is a little bit different, and we want to always be in the latest. We always want to bring you the best experiences. We want to make it as immersive as possible. As I said, we try to make these ultra experiences, and for that we need ultra hardware. So Apple Vision Pro is a very good example of this because we want to use the latest technologies, and we want to make it as easy as possible for you to be able to use these technologies. So as you can see, the flow is a little bit different because it requires a little bit of, oh, yeah, it requires a little bit of technical knowledge. So this time we're not going to use coding like Playmaker, but we're going to create our assets, bring them to Unity, and then using the samples that we have created and the plugins and content that STYLY has created, you will be able to create an experience. But the difference is, if you want to have, for example, hand tracking in your application, just add the STYLY plugin for hand tracking. And that will enable you in a couple of minutes to create your application, enable hand tracking, and then you just upload it into the content manager, which will publish it into the STYLY gallery. And you can just download the app on the Apple Vision Pro, and you will see your app already in there. Because we have to share a lot of content, like samples and the plugin itself, we try to make it through GitHub, where we have created all of the samples, and through the Open Unity Package Manager, which I talked before. We have a lot of content over there. It's as easy as you can download the template from GitHub, and it will get you started on creating content for Apple Vision Pro. If you download the template and upload your content, you can just send it to STYLY, and it will work. It will work instantly. And because we want to make it as easy as possible for you to develop for Apple Vision Pro without having to know about Xcode and without having to know about the coding itself, we created samples and content for everything that you probably need for creating your experiences. So we have everything from hand gesture recognition, hand tracking, and material changes, basically anything that you would require. And we are still creating many, many more. And also, it's not only the code that we provide videos, we provide uh, tutorials, we provide projects and samples, so you can make it really, really fast. And as I said, we want to make it as easy as possible for low developers and for non-developers to get into the development of Apple Vision Pro. And the way we're doing it is through the GitHub wiki, where we have all of the content listed and organized. And as I said, on the STYLY magazine, where everything is super well detailed in either English or Japanese if you speak Japanese. And you don't even need an Apple Vision Pro because everything runs on the simulator. So whenever you want to show something to your client, or whenever you want to show how your experience ended up running, you can just pull up the simulator. There is no need to do the calibration on the Apple Vision Pro or bring the device everywhere. You can just run it in your computer, and STYLY works seamlessly. So as you can see here, that's the STYLY app for Apple Vision Pro. And this is mostly all of the information that I used on the slides today. I guess Danny will make the slides available later, or if you're watching this on the recording, you can just copy the links from here. And if you want to keep up with STYLY, we have a form here where we want you to follow us, and then we can send you more information on what we're doing, what's coming next for STYLY, and what kind of experiences we're creating right now.
Want to check out more from the AWE Nite Orlando Immersive Intelligence Lab? Watch more talks and presentations from our incredible XR plus AI innovators. Thanks for watching, and please leave a like.
Nite Orlando.